In February and March of this year, Pew Research Center conducted a poll across 36 different countries, interviewing 42,000 different people over the span of those 2 months. And the results of this poll came out this month. And it shows that across the world, trust in both the United States and, of course, trust in Donald Trump to run the United States has fallen in every country. There is not a single one of those 36 countries where Donald Trump's approval rating or their, love of America has gone up. It has gone down in all 36 countries surveyed. In fact, of the 36, there were only 3 countries where Donald Trump and his handling of the United States has a positive approval rating. The Philippines, Nigeria, and of course, Israel. Other than that, every other country hates what he's doing more than they like it. Let me read you some of these numbers. 76% of adults questioned had no confidence in Trump's leadership on the world stage. Trump gets mostly poor marks for his handling of key foreign policy issues, including tariffs, Gaza, Iran, Greenland, and the Russia-Ukraine war. There is no country surveyed in which attitudes toward him have become more positive. His lowest approval rating was in Turkey, followed by Sweden, and of course, not surprisingly, Mexico. Back in 2022, 82% of those polled in the UK saw the U.S. as a reliable partner. 4 years later, that number has plunged to 49%. So when Biden was in office, 2022, you had 82% of people in the UK say, yeah, the U.S. is reliable. We like them. But today, under Trump, 49%, not even half of people in the UK say that the United States is reliable. Similar drops were found in other countries, including Canada, with 83% who saw the U.S. as reliable 4 years ago, and only 35% say so now. Nearly 1 in 3, 63%, believe that the U.S. does not contribute to peace and stability worldwide. Okay, well, I mean, that could have been happening 4, 8, 16, 20, 24, 30, you get the point. We've really never, since World War II, contributed to the peace and stability of the world. 3 in 4, 76%, people disapprove of how Trump handled Gaza, compared to just 18% who believe he handled it well. 77% disapprove of his aggressive tariff policy. 72% disapprove of his handling of Russia and Ukraine. Only 14% approve of his attempts to take Greenland, while 68% disapprove. 22% approve of his actions of sacking the government of Venezuela, and 63% disapprove with his taking over of the country, which, as I always point out, is something I think most people tend to forget even happened. Right? It happened in the first few days of this year, and we're still kind of running Venezuela, which makes their recent earthquakes all the more horrible for them because we have basically gutted their country. But the world hates us. And for the record, MAGA, yeah, that matters. In fact, I shouldn't even have to tell you it matters anymore, because you have seen from recent global events that it matters. You know how Donald Trump was always bitching and moaning, in fact he still is, how no other countries would join him in his war against Iran? Remember that? He did that as recently as like 5 days ago, bitching about other countries not joining in. Do you know why? Because they hate us now. Had he not been an a-hole to all of these countries, had he actually been diplomatic, had he been respectful, they may have helped, and we wouldn't be in the ongoing quagmire that we are currently in. But he can't control himself. He pissed off all our allies, and now we're getting screwed. So Next time you MAGA folk want to think that, oh, well, it doesn't matter if these countries don't like us, we're America. Yeah. That's the reason things are going so poorly for us over in Iran, is because everybody hates us, because apparently we really do need our allies. I want to take a moment to tell you about a wonderful new book that is out, Be Like Trump by John Evans. And yes, I wrote the afterword for this book. Now, Be Like Trump is a wonderful little story that essentially puts things into a better perspective for Americans. Whether you love Trump, whether you hate Trump, it doesn't matter. This book takes real things Donald Trump has done and shows people what it would be like if Trump had done those horrible things to them personally. Would that change your opinion of him? And that is what a lot of MAGA does need to realize. This book is not an attack on Trump. It is putting his actions into a better perspective for the public. And it also does so in a humorous way, which I absolutely love. The book is available on Amazon. Of course, we will have a link in the description of our videos, so follow that, check it out. It's available both in paperback and Kindle edition. This is a must-read for anyone who, one, may have forgotten some of the horrible things that Donald Trump has done over the years, and two, for anyone who thinks to themselves, yeah, he's done horrible things, but he's this far-off figure, and those things really don't affect me. Read the book, and then tell me after that if you don't think these things affect you.